Remember when what Mom made for supper was the only choice you had? There was no bickering back and forth, no one saying they did not like what was made. The choice was eat it or starve. Better yet, when going to grandparents' house for the weekend, you knew there was going to be fresh fruits and vegetables. The table was going to look like a buffet for every meal. The only time you went out to eat was to run downtown to the local ice cream parlor and get an ice cream cone or dish. There was not many times it was just run downtown and see what the special was at the local cafe or restaurant, unless of course it was for a special occasion. As times go on, fast food is a main part of a lot of people's diets. On the way home from a busy day at work, stopping and picking something up that is already cooked is easier. There is not as many dishes, no time wasted by cooking something, yet it is almost double the price of what you would have paid by making a homemade meal. It is becoming less common to have a garden in the backyard or even a simple apple tree in the front yard. In the fast-moving lives we have adapted to, it is easier to run to the store, pay the $5 or more for fruits and vegetables instead of spend 50 cents or less on seeds and planting your own goods. Even being a college student, learning how to cook homemade meals, being able to plant your own food, are just a few examples of how we could help yourselves and the environment. I think it is important to realize all these things a lot of people overlook, especially when leaving for school. Realizing how money spent on fast foods adds up fast and actually is pricey. Eating fresh-grown foods are better for your body and immune system than it is if you just ate fast food and processed food. How important it is for people to learn how to cook for themselves and not rely just on fast food. According to a study by ABC News, they found out that one person spends over $300 a month on eating out. As I have found out in a couple other sites, the average American spends anywhere from $150 to $300 a month on fast food or dining out. That adds up to be anywhere from $7,800 to $15,000 in a year on dining out alone. That is just mainly for dinner. According to USA Today, the average American family of four spends anywhere from $146 to $186 a month on food for all three basic meals and snacks throughout the day. I figured that would be around $48 to $95 a day for just the three basic meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Comparing ABC News to USA Today, if you would take what the family of four spends on meals at home, it comes out to be around $5 to $10 a day on all three meals per person, whereas it costs around $5 a person to eat out for one meal. According to a table I found on BLS.gov, the average household spends about the same amount on dining out as they do on entertainment, such as movies, athletic events, concerts, and so on. The chart has also stated that the average family spends more money on dining out than they do on apparel and services. They also spent double on eating out than they did education. Education and clothes are a necessity that people are overlooking just to eat out. As well as we all know, going to a concert or a movie is something that is not cheap anymore. That proves to me that the cheaper meals from a fast food restaurant adds up very fast and is comparable to going to a movie once a week. As I have stated, fast food is an easy thing to get to and getting worse with more and more franchises going up. Just in Columbus, Nebraska, I think of about 10 fast food places just on the main drag. If this stuff is so easy to get to, is it really that good for you? I went to fastfoodnutrition.org to compare some of the fast food restaurants in the Columbus area. Starting with one that is constantly packed no matter where you go is McDonald's. As everyone knows, they have the dollar menu where McDoubles are the most common thing to get. One McDouble has 390 calories, 170 from which just comes from fat alone. There is also 920 milligrams of sodium in one burger. Now for McDonald's wonderful french fries. In just a small french fry, there are 230 calories in one serving. There is also 160 grams of sodium in just a small french fry. In one meal minus the pop, there are 620 calories in a burger and fry from McDonald's. Burger King's double cheeseburger has 450 calories, where 230 of them come from fat. There is also 960 milligrams of sodium in one burger. Their small french fry have 340 calories and 480 milligrams of sodium, which once again means in a meal, just the burger and small french fry, the average person is consuming 790 calories. Just in comparing these two widely spread fast food franchises, it shows there is not really anything good for you coming out of these places. That many calories lead to obesity and a possible heart attack. Now on the other hand, when cooking home-cooked meals, there is knowledge on what is in the food that is being consumed. As an article pointed out, Livestrong.com, a lot of foods you eat when you're not at home have preservatives, added sugars, and other things people may not know about. When cooking at home, it is easy to substitute things such as butter with oils. A person cooking from home can also add vegetables and other nutrients to make the same meals available at fast food restaurants. The only difference is having fewer calories and more nutrients, along with just eating better at home. It also helps the environment. There's less trash being wasted by not having sacks from the French fries and none of the boxes that the burgers come in. It is true there might be some dirty dishes, but is dirty dishes worse than what could be consumed at the fast food franchises? In conclusion, it is better for you and your wallet to make your own food and stay away from fast food. As I understood in Dr. Thomas's presentation, is that college students move out and do not understand why parents always say it is important to actually eat what is in front of you. What you eat is a very important part of staying healthy for your mind and your body. As a college kid myself, I understand what it is like to live on the edge and paycheck to paycheck. Sure, when you get groceries, it seems like a lot of money right away, but once you really add it up, it saves you a lot of money just by cooking a simple meal at home. If college students and young adults realized what they really were eating, would they still eat it? You hear a lot about obesity, as I have learned in the information I have found. Nothing from fast food franchises are worth the $5 or more. Next time you think you have no time to cook a meal, think about the nutritional facts of what is just picking something up is doing to you, and how it affects your wallet. Also remember how important it is to learn how to cook for yourself.